Good Sunday evening, friends and neighbors. Welcome to a special edition of my stream. I wasn't planning on going today, but it is the JPBO first year draft in the grandest salami. This is an online league that I have been participating in for about a month or so as the GM of the Kansai Cubs, four-time JPBO finalist, one-time JPBO champion, Ludwig and the Osaka Bulls. Came from down 3-1 and won it at Kolchien over top of my Cubs. It's his team's first title in a decade. This is only the second in-game year in which the JPBO has had human GMs, and actually we are looking for two more, though it would be the Tokyo Jaguars and the Chiba Pirates, both of whom will need new GMs. So if you want to get in touch, whisper me, get in touch via Discord. My username is the same there that it is here. This is the first time I'm doing it solo. Chimera, the administrator and commissioner of the Grandest Salami, is unavailable today, so I will be doing the presentations of the players as well as the draws for any contested picks. And that's how this works. This is the cool part about a true Japanese style first round, is that each team has made their selections in advance without knowing who else has been taken. Should one player be drafted by only one team, that player will go to that team. Should multiple teams draft a player, there will be a lottery to determine who wins the rights to that player. Any team that loses a lottery will end up back in the pool for their next selection. So all the teams that you see here in the JPBO, they have all gone in and given Chimera and me a list of 12 players in order. So no one should be going home empty-handed. Every team's going to get at least one player in the first round. And I'm using the mock draft here both to show you the selection order after round one. This is the order that teams are going to be picking in, as well as some of the names that have been nominated. So this way, it's an easy way for me to pull up who's drafting what based on names. We now go live to the floor for the initial selections.
第一巡選択を希望選手東京金市
Fukayama Yasuhiko Koshu. Yeah, I wasn't able to record all the names in advance. So the Tokyo Golden Kites, run by Keegan, going with Fukayama, the catcher. Big contact bat. Okay in terms of catcher defense. Not much in terms of eye. Decent pop. As a high school senior from Tokiwa University, expectation is primary catcher. Not quite ready to start in the bigs just yet. Let's take a look at the next selection.
第一巡選択を希望選手埼玉
Sasaki Chutaro Toshu. So that would be one of the top draft prospects on the pitching side in Chutaro Sasaki. 22 years old from Meiji University, so Tokyo Big Six. High quality player, already extreme ground ball. You're looking at a 6-pitch mix, most of which are fully formed. Fastball, slider, curveball, change, oof, potentially sinker, splitter. If that changeup develops, oh, he is hitting his potential. He could already play in the bigs, given that he put up 6 wins above replacement in 2032 at the college level. Big name, big choice here for the Panthers in Chutaro Sasaki.
第一巡選択を希望選手広島
Sasaki Rikyu Nayashu. Our first infielder of the day. This one is the consensus number 1 pick in Rikyu Sasaki. Defensive stud, can play anywhere in the infield. Good bunter, good runner, but you're getting him for the contact and the home run power. He even rates well at those at the major league level. Omoto, eat your heart out. Coming from Kurashiki Kogyo. Not sure if he'll be able to contribute right away, but he is a big name on the draft board, and the Phoenix are staking their claim to him.
第一巡選択を希望選手東京ジャギュアーズ
the other of the Tokyo clubs.
Sasaki Chutaro Toshu.
And they're in for Chutaro Sasaki as well. So we have our first contested pick. 2 teams nominated Chutaro Sasaki. There will be at least one lottery today.
第一巡選択を希望選手千葉
My old club you remember from the JPBO Save I Did in Out of the Park 24.
長野平一投手
All right, they're going for a high school pitcher in Heiichi Nagano. As I quickly turn up the volume. So, this is a potential big swing here. The stuff, movement, control, all still very young for this high school pitcher. The curveball, nothing to sniff at. Potential change-oof. Sinker, splitter, cutter, though, as his primary pitch mix with a slider as well. Yeah, you got to think this is going to be a, as the name tag says, potential franchise selection here. So the Jaguars going for, or the Pirates going for Nagano. Let's see who's next on the board.
第一巡選択を希望選手京都
Kyoto Aces.
阿部慎次郎内野手
So that would be another infielder and another consensus pick in Shinjiro Abe. Huge bat. Probably profiles best as a first baseman out of Hotoku Gakuen High School, known for being a Koshien stud. Even rates well at the major league level. So this could be a dangerous batter. 13 home runs in 21 games, slugging over 1. Will be interesting to see where he ends up. So Kyoto going big with Abe. Take another look at the draft board now that we're halfway through the first iteration of the first round. Now we're going to see the playoff teams, including last year's championship club, the Osaka Bulls.
第一巡選択を希望選手大阪
Sasaki Rikyu Nayashu. Going with Rikyu Sasaki. Now that pick is contested, so the Bulls will be in a draft alongside the Hiroshima Phoenix. Going to be a lot of Sasakis in this draft if this holds up. Let's see what the Woodpeckers choose.
第一巡選択を希望選手仙台
Sasaki Rikyu Nayashu. Okay, that makes it 3 for Rikyu Sasaki. A lot of potential options here. Any one of these franchises would be over the moon if they could secure his services.
第一巡選択を希望選手横浜
Dropped in the first round of the Nihon League pennant, or postseason.
Sasaki Chutaro 投手
So Sasaki, the pitcher Sasaki, now has 3 teams in the running.
第一巡選択を希望選手名古屋
The Dolphins finished second, very close second behind the Cubs for the Nihon League pennant.
Sasaki Rikyu
Nayashu, and that makes it 4 teams for Rikyu Sasaki. 4 teams contesting for the services, which means one of Fukayama, Nagao, and Abe is already locked in for their respective teams.
第一巡選択を希望選手関西
Kawamura Noriaki, Koshu. Yeah, hang on a sec. I got my volume mixed wrong. It was better before. And this is an interesting one for the Cubbies. You look at the bat, you look at the catcher capabilities, and you think, okay, this is good. The avoid K is a little bit worrisome, but if he keeps up, he could be very dangerous. But then you look at the pitching stats. 60 movement potential, 70 control potential, and he's already got 4 major league quality pitches in the fork, sinker, splitter, cutter. You don't need the slider and the changeup to develop, but they probably will be nice. So, very interesting pick by the Cubbies. If they can hang on and get Kawamura, I think that's more or less going to settle their catching situation for the foreseeable future. Let's see who the 100-plus game winning Sapporo Bruisers, who, yes, lost to the Bulls in 6. Who's Stephen B taking?
第一巡選択を希望選手札幌ラウンド
川村紀明投手
ラウンドが
Could you not, please? There we go. So that's the other contested pick. Kawamura does not go to the Cubs just yet. The Bruisers, the other pennant-winning club, will compete for his services.
ラウンドが完了しました。抽選のご準備をお願いいたします。
Which means we have 3 picks to lock in. Congratulations to... I think I miscolored. Yeah. So congratulations to... This is bugging me. I'm going to fix this. Congratulations to the Golden Kites, the Pirates, and the Aces for perfectly shooting their shot. They have selected their respective players. So Fukuyama, Nagano, and Abe are all off the board. And you have to admire the guts for Kyoto to go for Abe and no one else taking him. That is a big third base prospect, possible face of the franchise if he can be extended, and good personality looks like too. We talked about Fukuyama, probably the second best catcher in the draft. Big contact bat, tough out, 527 average in his high school season. And speaking of high school, Heiichi Nagano, I know Tinstap is a thing, but you have to look at 12 starts and the sub-1 ERA and only 1 home run given up in 91 innings pitched. If there's something there, it is something big. So we now head to the lottery. We'll be selecting first for Chutaro Sasaki. The Astrals, the Panthers, and the Jaguars ready to draw. Here we go. If I'm not mistaken, that is now 2 lottery wins in a row for the Yokohama Astrals. They have selected successfully Chutaro Sasaki. That is a big get for the Astrals, continuing to make them a threat in the postseason. Which means the Panthers and the Jaguars will be drafting again in the second iteration of the first round. Next up, the draft for Rikyu Sasaki. 4 teams on the docket: the Phoenix, the Woodpeckers, the Bulls, and the Dolphins. The best get better, Nagoya. Congratulations on selecting Rikyu Sasaki. Which means the Phoenix, the Bulls, and the Woodpeckers will be rejoining the draft for the next iteration. The final draw now of this first round. Cubs or Bruisers? Who's getting Kawamura? The Kansai Cubs, my Kansai Cubs, have successfully secured the services of one Noriaki Kawamura. So, this is the way the board looks after the first iteration. There are still 6 teams who need to draft. I will need to do a little bit of work to see who will be taking those picks. I may not be able to do the whole first round announcement before each team, but just to keep you busy, let's go take a look in game at the history of the draft. So in 2032, you can see some of the big names here. Takayama Tetsuhisa, another big two-way prospect, did not get to start as a pitcher for the Bulls. He definitely excelled as a player, though. 300, 324, 437 slash line over 146 games. He played every game. Third baseman and shortstop, winning Rookie of the Year in the Zenkoku League. There's the other lottery win, Keita Saito, the ace of Yokohama. Astros were a bit of a tough club, but that 3-pitch mix translated very well. 4 wins above replacement as a rookie. It's a shame Jonathan Bagwell stole Rookie of the Year away from Keita Saito. Otherwise, not a lot of the top prospects from that draft have really graduated. Fujimoto not yet, Mizuta not yet, Nakanishi not yet. Tori, oh no, Tori got injured. The Junior Panthers draftee, hey, changeup's developing. Okay. So, with those selections complete, I'm actually going to get that up on screen again.
ラウンドが完了し
Shush.
まし
And
た。
I
抽選
am
のご
going to throw this on Be Right Back because I need to make some moves. I'm going to get some music going in the meantime. Sit tight, folks. We'll be right back with the second iteration of the first round.
ご準備をお願いいたします。
That only took 5 minutes. Okay, we are back with the next round of the first round, if that makes sense. Brief reminder that this is what it looks like right now. Let's see who will be next off the docket for these clubs, starting with the Panthers.
第一巡選択を希望選手埼玉細川隆一郎内野手
Seems to be a run on the infielders. Second baseman Ryuichiro Hosokawa, probably going to stay as a first baseman from Fukui Shogyo High School. The big bat is the appetite. With a 55 avoid K and 65 home run potential, that 80 potential contact is being drilled and driven by BABIP. That even grades out as major league quality. Probably best as a spelling second baseman, more as a first baseman at 6'1", but a potential big slugger here for the Panthers.
広島
Phoenix are up next.
細川隆一郎内野手
And they are also in for Hosokawa. So we're going to have another lottery at the conclusion of this first runoff.
東京ジャギュアーズ
Let's see who the Jaguars take.
成田高安外野手
The first outfielder taken this draft is Takayasu Narita. If you take a look at the mock draft, he's predicted to go third. Defensive stud, big contact bat, questionable power and eye, but you got to look at 3.3 wins above replacement in 27 starts and think, yeah, there's something there. And it's a lefty bat, too, from Hokkai High School. Very intriguing choice by the Jaguars. By the way, the Jaguars are one of the teams we are looking for a new GM for. So if you're interested, reach out to me via Discord using this same username or on Twitch Whisper, and I'll get you in touch with Chimera, the league commissioner.
大阪
Again, the league champion Bulls. Who are they taking?
成田高安外野手
All right, they also want Narita, so we're going to have 2 drafts again.
仙台
Who are the Woodpeckers taking?
細川隆一郎内野手
Make it a 3-team draw for Hosokawa. My goodness, this could take a while.
札幌
And last year's runaway best team in the JPBO, the Bruisers. Who are they getting as a reinforcement?
三原恒代外野手
All right, no contest here. Mihira goes to the Bruisers. Corner outfield, strong contact bat from Senshudai Matsudo. At 19 years old, he's a little on the old side for a high school bat, but you have to think the talent level is there. With a good spring training, Mihira could be joining a very strong club.
ラウンドが完了しました抽選のご準備をお願いいたします
We're going back to the wheel of names for another one. So, our teams are for Hosokawa, the Panthers, the Phoenix, and the Woodpeckers. Narrowly, the Sendai Woodpeckers pick up the win. That is down to the absolute wire. Does not get any closer than that. For the Panthers and for the Phoenix, it's back to the drawing board and back into the pile. Oof. That's gotta hoit. Next up, the draw for Narita between the Jaguars and the Bulls. The Osaka Bulls will take the services of Narita, which means the Jaguars are back into the pile. Only 3 teams remaining who do not have a first round selection. Upon the conclusion of this draft, I will be sending these off to Chimera for entering in game, at which point Stats Plus, the remainder of the draft will take place. And you'll be seeing me next on Saturday with the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters. That's back. Mob Your Bob giveaway too. So sit tight. The third iteration of the first round coming up. At least I'm faster with fewer options. Okay. Here we go again. Panthers, Phoenix, Jaguars, the only teams remaining.
第一巡選択を希望選手
Let's see who's left.
埼玉
Panthers going 0 for 2 so far. Can they finally land one?
松坂慎三郎投手
Now, this is an arm I had my eye on as well. Arguably the best college and major league ready pitcher in the draft is Shinsaburo Matsuzaka. Look at the movement. An extreme ground baller with that movement. Fukuoka University, not exactly known for being top quality in terms of competition, but the slider changeup sinker combo, yeah, this guy profiles very well. He could help out the Panthers right out the chute as their new ace. Only question is, do they want to deal with or play around with his service time? We will see.
Hiroshima.
Back to the Phoenix. This is their third selection.
Wakana Seiichi Gayashu.
Wakana now. More of a gap bat, right-handed outfielder. Similar profile to the other guy we saw, Narita. But in more of a speedster, you'll see. 23 for 28 in the stolen base department from Okigawa Nishi. Now the question is, did the Jaguars pick either of these two guys? Or are we finally done?
Tokyo Jaguars.
Please, please, please.
Wakana Seiichi Gayashu.
Nope, we have another contested pick.
ラウンドが完了しました。抽選のご準備をお願いいたします。
Congratulations to Sadior and the Panthers, though. You're walking out of here with Shinsaburo Matsuzaka, who is probably joining your Major League pitching staff on day one. We are going back to the lottery. Phoenix and Jaguars. All right, the Phoenix have their guy. Which begs the question, who the heck are the Phoenix going to end up getting? It has been 3 straight whiffs. Well, based on that, here is who they have selected.
Kawai Katsumi Nayashu.
Defensively strong, Katsumi Kawai. Tough out. 824 slugging, so he's got some pop. No triples, but he's not exactly fast on the base paths, but he is a talented infielder. Looks like he'll do very well up the middle for the Phoenix. Which means at long last, we have reached the end of our draft. One moment while I get the final results up on screen for posterity and so that I can send these off to Chimera.
Tokyo.
Hang on a sec, I did have... There we go.
ラウンドが完了しました。
All right, we are done. There is your first round selections for the JPBO in 2033. Free agency is ongoing. And remember, if you want to join up and take over either the Chiba Pirates or the Tokyo Jaguars, and you can move them too, we got 2 team identities ready for Fukuoka, a bunch. All the Mirai League clubs could be a part here. Reach out to me, reach out to Chimera. I will also be posting this clip on the official Out of the Park Discord to try and get some eyeballs. You'll see me next on Saturday with the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters, and who knows, there may be more The Grandest Salami content to come. Time is precious, folks, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me tonight. Fire Age, take us out. Have a great week, everyone. I'll see you on Saturday.